Hey everybody, my name is Casey and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing an island tour. This island is created by Taku on Twitter. I will have her social media link in the description below. Her island name is Hazelfalls, and here is her map. She describes her island as a spooky halloweencore island with a windy, spooky forest, a red-eye village, a train station, and much more. And she says, be aware on your journey through the village, red eyes will watch you. She also has kind of like strategically placed music in certain parts of her island. So for some parts of this video, I will have the game sound on because I think it's really cool how she was able to pay attention to that detail. But for right now, let's go ahead and walk up to her entrance. So right away, you can see that she has this train station, and she did leave some gifts. I accidentally opened one of them already, but I think I'm going to change outfits. The outfit I'm wearing right now is made by Val, so if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. But I just feel like since this is kind of like a spooky halloweencore island, this mage's costume or these items will be more fitting. And then I'm going to hold this cute little paper lantern. But as far as her entrance goes, I really love the symmetry with the little trains that she has on the left and right side, and then you can see we have baby Blair just vibing right there in the middle. And so I also really like how she has the red hardwood trees. I think that's a really nice detail there, and one is an apple tree and one is just a regular hardwood tree. So I think to start off this tour, I am going to go ahead and head on this way. I also really love the custom code she has. It's like that brick pathing. It looks really like realistic. And then she's also using the spooky fencing and the black cosmos, lilies, and tulips. So that's a really nice touch for a spooky halloweencore island. And let's see what we have this way. So it looks like we have a little pumpkin shop or pumpkin patch right next to her next cranny, and I just think that's so cute. I love how she has the pumpkins on the simple panels back here, and then the little kind of like box customization on the simple panels on the left and right side. But I just wanted to open up a camera just to get like a full view of her next cranny. I absolutely love how the moon is just like so bright in the background as well, and how she's using that spooky arch to kind of have leading you to next cranny. So that's a really nice little detail. And now I believe we are heading into the Red Eye Village, so you'll get a chance to hear the in-game music that Taku has used for this part of her island. So if we sit down on this little bench right here, you can see the red eye through that standee next to the simple panels right in front of the Valiant statue. So that is a little spooky. I also love how she has the stalls on each side of the houses for, again, that really nice symmetry. I also really like how she's using kind of similar styles of houses, like the exteriors look similar. So that's really nice. And then again, we have that red eye code back there. I also just wanted to mention before I forget that Taku does have a card where she has all of her custom codes listed, so I will have that in the description of this video, so be sure to check that out if you would like any of her custom codes that she is using for this island. I really like how she's using this bench back here where it's not facing kind of like the camera or the view that you'd be looking at it with. It gives it more like a realistic city view. But now I want to come up here. It looks like we have the second level of the neighborhood. So again, she is using, I think behind these simple panels are the antique clocks, so that's a really creative way to make it look like a building. And I love how she's able to keep the lighting on this island with just using candles or lights from the game, because it's like completely pitch black out on her island. So that's a really hard thing to do, is keep a dark island very lit up by just lights from the items in the game. But now we're heading down to her spooky forest. I'm really excited for this. So the first thing I just want to point out is look at all of these spooky trees, and then this pathing is amazing. I love how she's using the in-game pathing and then that dark kind of black pathing on top of it, and then how she's using the spooky trees kind of like mixed in with the regular trees. And I noticed she has some regular sized trees and some stunted trees. And then this takes us over to her campsite. So this is pretty spooky, especially with these little dolls, but I absolutely love it. And I love all of the different types of lighting she's using here and the star fragments as well. And then if we head on over to the right, it looks like, I don't know like the proper name for this, but is this like a witch's circle or something? But this is really cool. And again, she has that kind of like baby doll in the middle, which is a pretty spooky item. And then she also has all of these like scorpion models on the outside of it, and I love how she's using that like little electric circular glass item. I'm not sure what the correct name of that is, but really creative use of lighting again in this area. And then if we head over here, we have her peninsula, and it looks like these two little dolls are having some sort of a ritual, but I think it's cute when they're like facing away. So I'm gonna just kind of join in on their little ritual, whatever they may be doing. I don't know if I'm welcome here, but you know, I'm gonna just try and see if I can get in on the action right here. But this is a really cute way to design your peninsula if you're doing kind of like a spooky island. So now what I'm going to do is head up this incline over here and see where this leads us. So it looks like up here we have kind of like a secret pathway, kind of like a little lookout area. I love how she's using the spooky fencing and the festival garland. And then we have kind of just like a little dolly hideout back here on the secret beach. So that's a really cute idea, and I love how she's using that little flower heart item. I can never think of the name of that flower bouquet. Either way, it's really adorable. And so now I'm gonna hop back across this way, and then I believe this will just kind of, oh, that's cute. I like how she has that little telescope there. But what I was going to say is that I believe this kind of just leads to like a little dead end area. If we take it all the way down, yep, it does. So now I'm gonna turn back around, and I see those TVs and those like items right there and the jail bars. I really want to figure out where that is and what that is, so I'm just gonna run on back and see if we can get on up there. One other thing that I wanted to mention in the beginning of the video was that her entire island is covered by custom pathing, and I just admire that so much because that takes so much work. But if you notice, like every little square tile is covered in custom pathing. So it looks like we have the island representative here, Taku. The red eyes are watching. That's perfect, like a little greeting for her spooky island. I love that. And now what I want to do is I want to see what else is in the spooky forest. So again, I love all of the natural items she's using for lighting. And then I think I'm gonna head on to the right back here, because remember when we were on that pathway up there, we saw that those like TVs and those items. So I want to see if we can find that area. And right here is the resident rep's house, and I think I found the little TV area, so I'm gonna just head on this way. I also just checked Taku's map, and it looks like this area I believe is called Demon Servants. So this is just giving me like such spooky vibes. And then we have the red eyes in back of those standees right there, and then all of the kind of like TVs that are stuck on this fuzzy screen, and the jail bars really gives the area a lot of depth. So that is a really cool and unique way to decorate a spooky or Halloween themed island. And now I want to head up this incline and see what we have over here. So if we head over this bridge, it looks like we have a graveyard. I love the symmetry again with those Valiant statues. And then this area is a spooky church. So this looks like kind of like a multi-level build, which I absolutely love. I love all of the items that she's used as well. I really like that she's using those stone lion dogs in the background on the top of that church right there. Really gives off like a nice spooky effect. But now if we head on back this way, we are gonna go back down through the spooky forest and see what else we can find. So I'm actually kind of surprised at how big this spooky forest is, because it feels just like so natural, but it really has like a lot of different ways that it can take you on her island. And speaking of different ways it can take you, here is a rock garden with a moon in the center, and I absolutely love that. I can kind of see at like the closer side to the camera, there is a little lookout area right there, so I want to see if I can try and get up there. But this is a really adorable rock garden. And then this is also where the Crescent Moon Lake is on her map, so that's a really cute little idea for a rock garden if you are looking for one for your spooky or Halloween themed island. So I know there are still a couple areas left that I want to see on her island. We haven't seen the museum yet, and we haven't seen Able Sisters, so I want to just try and like explore around and see how we can get there. So let's go ahead and come back up this incline and then go through this little neighborhood again, and then we'll head past resident services and past her nooks because we haven't explored the left side of the island at all. So let's see what we can find over here. I also just wanted to go ahead and say I really like how this yellow leaf pile looks right here, especially at this time of night. And I really like that little bit of terraforming she has in the background there, just to give this area some height. And then again, this pathing next to the black flowers is really beautiful. So it looks like we have a double incline, and then the beach she did mention aren't decorated, but they have cute little star fragments everywhere. But here is her museum, so I'm loving this land bridge right here that leads over to it. And then just like look at everything, like the moon in the background, all of the standee designs that she's using, the terraforming, and the little like leaf campfires in the like bottom part of the museum on top of that skull custom pattern is really creative. I really like that, and I really love how she's using the jail bars on each side of this land bridge as well. And then I also like the items that she has placed on the stalls that are right in front of the museum. So I can't even imagine how long this build must have taken her, but it's so beautiful. And I love that pumpkin carriage as well. So I just wanted to show you a view of that. I love how it is centered between the two inclines. It's just like a really nice little touch for her island, and I love those tall lanterns in the background as well. And so now the last little area that I want to try and find is her Able Sisters shop, but I also just wanted to show you guys this little area right here. It's like train tracks that lead into, looks like a cave back there with those simple panel designs. And then here, if you look on top of that stall, that's like a hat code with the skull on it. So kind of scary when I first saw that, but it definitely fits her island theme. And so now I want to head back this way because I believe I know where I missed her Able Sisters shop. So if we come through this neighborhood again, there was actually a way that you could come to the left up here next to these villager houses, and here we have her Able Sisters. So I really love how she has these kind of like dark slash like horror style dresses in the front. It kind of looks like, I don't know, maybe like a Halloween costume that I would wear one year. And then I also love how she's using the black antique furniture and has like a cute little sewing area, even keeping like that kind of like aesthetic within her Halloween slash like spooky island theme. So I absolutely love that. So it's a really nice take on an Able Sisters for a spooky slash Halloween themed island, and just the details again of those dresses are really impressive. And I love all of the trees she has in the background right behind her Able Sisters. And then I just wanted to stop up here. So this is actually the lookout for her rock garden. I'm gonna just open up the camera so we can get a view of her rock garden. I think it's really cool when islands have a little lookout area onto a lower area beneath it, or some terraforming or waterscaping. So this is just a really good idea if you're planning on making a kind of like floating rock garden. Try and build a little lookout area so you can kind of see right over it if you're looking to fill in some more space. But really beautiful island overall. I'm really impressed with how she was able to decorate all of these different areas and keep it fitting within her theme. And I also love that it was like spooky, but like not too spooky, because I do tend to get scared easily of scary things. So if I can handle this island, you guys definitely can. I will have the dream address listed in the description of this video if you would like to tour it. But I just really wanted to say a big thank you to Taku for letting me tour her beautiful island. And then if you would like to check out her social media, her Twitter is at Taku_B_, and I will have that link in the description as well. And don't forget, if you would like to use any of her codes, I will have her card listed in the description of the video too. But I just wanted to say a big thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!